So the plan at current is that we are going to be recording all of the Final Fantasy XIV streams from now on, and it is going to be put onto YouTube. The reason why is because I know that there's a lot of people who do love Shadowbringers so much, because everyone keeps coming into my chat to be like, I can't wait for you to get to this part, you know, and so on and so forth. So from this point onwards, I think it would be a good idea for us to record it, and also for me to be able to post this onto the LadyOka gaming channel. Before we actually begin our adventure back into 4.4 and back into MSQ, it's been like 2 months since we've done MSQ, but let's actually get a little bit of a new outfit, because we are going into outfit territories, or we should be going into outfit territories. So you know what? Actually, no, fuck it. Hold on. We're gonna just go to Samurai. I think keeping Samurai right now is fine, because we're not... I want to go Dark Knight when we actually get to Shadowbringers. I don't know why I forgot that. I want to keep Samurai for the time being until we get into Shadowbringers, and then we'll switch back to Dark Knight. This will also give me enough time for me to actually understand what the hell we're doing. My lovelies, we are now going to officially start 4.4. Rising Stones, my beloved. Alice, my beloved. Oh, lady. If you've come here hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. Everything is exactly as it was. Yerstola is still investigating primals in the Far East, Thancred is still gathering intelligence in the Imperial provinces, and Alphino is still out there somewhere. Really? There's been no word since his first scheduled report, nor does he respond to calls, and all the while I'm just meant to sit around here waiting? It's driving me mad. I'm begging your pardons. I bear a message from the Eorzean Alliance. What's going on with the Alliance now? Thank the gods for that. We have a visitor. Welcome to the Rising Stones. If you have a message, I should be most eager to hear it. My lady, the Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of Asian interference, and they humbly request the presence of the Scions of the Seven Dawn. Well, that's a shame. Half of us are gone. Having assessed intelligence provided by the Alamigan resistance concerning the whereabouts of Xenos remains, they too suspect Asian involvement and wish to deliberate a suitable course of action. I need to drink water. As the foremost authorities on our foe, your orders, counsel, could be most welcome. Of course, we should be glad to assist in whatever way we can. With almost everyone else afield, I'd say this one falls to us, by which I mean I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust. Of course. I'd rather not. No, of course I will. There you have it. We accept the invitation. Thank you. The time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can confirm that the council will take place in Alamigo, by your leave. I somehow doubt we'll have anything useful to offer, but standing mutely at a meeting would still be better than the nothing I've been doing of late. Let's make ready to depart, shall we? Thancred, what's going on, man? I don't know. Who is this? Oh. Alright, just be careful on the road back, you hear? Did I hear that right, Riol? Is Thancred coming back? Aye, that he is. Says he's acquired some important intelligence. Being in Garlean territory, though, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in case the Imperials were listening in, so he said he'd head back as quickly as he could and to make sure someone was waiting for him in Alamigan Quarter. Understood. Lady and I will go. We're bound for Alamigo anyway, and there's sure to be time before the council begins. Come on, let's be off. Right. The start of 4.4 is here. Let's go. Okay. Got fly over. Whoosh. Here we go. Tancred! At least you're here alive. You two are sight for sore eyes. Now all I need is water for my parched throat. Fetch me a cup, will you? Traipsing through the Imperial territory is thirsty work. Tancred, my man! How are you?
God, I needed that.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
Quite. Without further ado, then. After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well.
Yeah, that's to be expected.
The Dalmascans paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance. But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation. We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
Our efforts in Kugane have paid off.
Spark of hope, then.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight. The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamegan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire.
Let's go!
That is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself...
Oh, I don't like that music turning off. Oh no.
Our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal.
Oh my god.
And the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamor for retribution.
And who did they think orchestrated this summoning?
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that.
Oh goodness grief.
Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
Xenos is back. Back again.
Yes. And Ascian wears his skin.
Ascian's back. Tell a friend. We're getting back into the Ascian timeline again.
That which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But Alphonse should have arrived by now. Could they be holding him there in secret?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination.
Which may be the worst thing you can say to his
Scions
sister
assigned to
right
covert
now.
Operations such as Riol and myself are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency. I mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
Oh no.
You spoke with Alphino?
Spoke with? No. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
Huh?
The wasteland on the edge of Utherd. Something must have happened to them there.
Alice, always quick to know.
There's no time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
And quick to move.
I had a feeling you might say that.
Is that a good idea for us to do, though?
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphinaud's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
I mean, yeah, you can't kind of stop her. I'm gonna be so real. We really shouldn't be stopping her. We can only make the journey a little bit easier.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
We gotta go save little brother. Come on. Let's go. He's been stuck in the white sands for too long. Loath though I am to neglect making preparations for the council, we must act swiftly before Alphinaud's trail goes cold. I propose we first pay Hien a visit. He's sure to want to hear about these developments, and he may well be able to advise us on how best to reach the burn. A sound plan. And Y'shtola is in Doma, is she not? I dare say she'd join you in the search if you asked her nicely. While you see to all that, I shall go and report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave any preparations for the Council to me. At least we have Thancred to do so. Thank you, Thancred. Right, to Doma then. We have much and more to share with Y'shtola. We go see wife, or as many people like to say, mother. That is curious indeed. While other matters demand my attention at present, I shall bear what you have told me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. Thank you, my lady. You are most kind. Well, well, two faces from the diamond distant past. Come now, it hasn't been that long. Who was that you were speaking with? A local miner who supplies crystals for the rebuilding effort. Of late, he claims to have struggled to find a crystal with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Upon learning that I had some knowledge of Aether, he came seeking my counsel. Just now, he brought me one of his recent finds. It was precisely as he described, devoid of elemental energy, and eerily reminiscent of the de-aspected crystals that manifested in Eorzea in the days prior to the calamity. We would be wise to investigate this phenomenon more closely. Indeed, but on a more positive note, the locals seem to have taken a liking to you. Well, what can I say? More an interest in than a liking to, I think. The sight of a Mikote with a particular contraption upon her head has a certain novelty value in these parts. Any actual regard they may have for me, I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Everyone here has been exceedingly cooperative, and I am pleased to report that I have all but concluded my investigations. Simply put, by focusing one's will upon an ether-infused object of worship, it is possible to conduct summoning. So the fact that they are objects of worship is the key. They are themselves suffused with the requisite belief. Correct. Such sacred relics as the Kojin collect obviate the need for religious fervor in the summoner, Yotsuyu being the most obvious example. She had but to allocate or associate the artifacts given to her by Asahi with the divine, and it served to amplify her desires and give them form. A form nourished through the power of crystals, also provided by her brother, and thus was Tsukiyomi brought into being. Which brings me to the question of preventative measures, to which I have yet to find a satisfactory answer. At present, I know of naught that will avail us, save to keep watch over the movement of relics and crystals, as if we did not have enough to keep watch over already. But I doubt you all came this way to hear what may be perused in the report. Has something happened to Alphinaud? Yes. You see, he's kind of stuck right now, and we're trying to get him unstuck from the white sands. I shall join you in the search, of course. Thank you, Y'shtola. I should be glad of your help, truly. Now, if there's nothing else, I shall go on ahead and request an audience with Lord Hien. LSA puts on a brave face, but she has little talent for concealment. We should join her at the Kienkan. Lord Hien, please. I beg of you, give us counsel here. Greetings, my friend. LSA has explained all to me. Needless to say, you shall have our full cooperation in the search, even if Alphino's trail does lead to the burn of all places. It is done! Feel the burn. That's so funny. Okay, Chief. Also, let's make this as obnoxious as possible. Just gonna be randomly here in the middle. Oh, this is where it is normally? Nope. Well, it's now in the middle. Hina is mulling over the details of Alphino's link protocol. The region known as the Burn occupies a special place in Garlean history. Every child in the Empire is familiar with the tale. In the distant past, it was a verdant land teeming with life, but successive summonings saw it bled dry of aether and reduced to a desert. It was upon beholding the devastation that Primals had wrought that Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon his crusade against their kind. The burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why Alphino may have gone there? Aye, mischance. Though it lies on the route to Garlemald, it is no place to make a stop. My guess is they encountered some manner of trouble there. In any event, I am of the same mind as LSA. We have no choice but to take our search to the burn. Given the considerable distances involved, 'tis best we went by bird. Right. Lady and I have our yoles. Yugiri, will you ready falcons for the others? I shall gather our swiftest birds. Near the House of the Fierce, there is an overlook. Pray join us there once you have seen to your preparations. Alrighty. Time for us to go. Gonna go feel the burn. Time to try and get our little brother back. Oh, hey! Hey, guy! I've seen you far too many times. What are you doing over here? Go away. Go away, A-Rank. If everyone is here and possessed of a bird, let us away. Remember, our destination is a barren wasteland. There is no civilization to speak of for 100 malms in any directions. Take care you do not lose your way. The burn, now accessible. Hello? It's a duty? It would be really funny if we saw our friends in like the background flying with us here.
Make ready, friends! We are come to the burn!
Oof. Sandstorm! Oh no.
Land where you can! We must wait out the storm!
Go down! Oh! Oh, the music's already so good. Oh, I'm so in love with the music. Eat. We're here! Wow, so pretty. Okay. You know what this reminds me of? Unironically, this does remind me of the first scene in Final Fantasy 16. Where Clive is going through, what's called? Like, watching the war and trying to not get hit by Titan or Shiva. Right. It's been a hot second since I've played Samurai. Alrighty. Oh, the music's so nice. It has that kind of momentum, like monumentum kind of behavior. The crescendo and everything. Oh, so nice. But it's not the kind of like... It's not the kind of like... Oop. Oh. It's not the kind of like song that makes you sleepy. Wait, that is not the right one. Oopsies. What did I just click on? It's not the kind of music that makes you sleepy, but it's the kind that like keeps you kind of almost calm. It makes you feel peaceful. I actually like this a lot. This is visually so pretty too. Drop. Very visually super pleasing to the eye. Alright, ready? And now the burn music is no longer here. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Vulnerable. It's like the Fenrir fight. Okay. Gonna jump back? No? Let's not go get into their line of sight there. There we go. Now back to the good music. Also, what do these look like? They're a bit chunky. Especially for Dragoon armor. Oh, and this is now vastly a different scene. We went from this like very pretty environment to this kind of stainless steel cold armor or cold metal behavior. Okay. The burn music though still keeps hitting. Love that. There we go. What? Jump. Okay, we're back to the elements. I would think. There is so much of you little gremlins. Hello? And one giant gremlin. Now we're back to our sterile environment. next section? Oh. Hello? Oh, it's an earring. I was like, oh, what's this? Looks. Why can't I see? Okay. Reinforcements required. Buzz deploying auxiliary drones. Ow. What the hell? Ah! Okay, good to note. I actually was right in what I was thinking. My friends, not so much. What class am I going into Shadowbringers with? Very likely going to be Dark Knight until I kind of get the feel of what class would best suit me for the storyline. It kind of like it'll change as we get closer to true Shadowbringers. I just don't know what feels right for sure. Okay, well that was wasteful for them. Okay, this is gonna go down in like a second. Bonk. I will always say that I hate the fact that I can't get rid of that. Almost all of my classes are level 70, by the way. Dark Knight might go hard in Shadowbringers thematically. Yeah, I'm going to have Dark Knight as my starter, and then I'm gonna see what will follow up from there. We'll mix it up as we proceed. I just need to see how it goes, obviously. I don't know what behavior kind of comes from that. I don't know what the game is going to throw at me for me to think now would be a good time for me to know which class I'm gonna go. I just know that Dark Knight seems like it will work out, at least for the time being. So that's what we may stay on for a little bit. Go. This is so pretty, by the way. So unbelievably pretty. I love it. Let's not get hit by gigantoworms. I'm still afraid of spiders, but killing them at the very least is just a little bit easier to manage. Ugh. I've killed so much of this specific red spider, it's not been fun doing Centurion train raids. Goodness. Okay, what is this? Okay. Is it gonna be like giant worm? Pops up from the ground. Oh. Who are you? What are you? Is that a dragon? Oh my god, wait, that's so pretty. They're so pretty. That's such a pretty design. Oh, I love slide. That looks like a fallable territory. Alright. Okay, ice pillar. Star ice pillar. Dragon dissolved into strike the mist is futile. To do so would incur it. Destroy the draconic regards to form it. Oh, these. Ah! Of course I get rocked! Why am I rocked? This design for a boss is so pretty. For sure. The music is always top tier. Always lovely. Two-second lemon break. And I leveled up. Goodbye, dragon. Such a pretty design. Seriously, such a pretty design. Not just this map, but also that like boss. So pretty. All right. And look, my actual team is here. Okay, what is this scene?
Between contending with bloodthirsty beasts and sand in my every conceivable place, I'm quite ready to leave this wasteland. But first things first. Do you see the crashed ship over yonder? Judging by its class, it must be the vessel that bore Master Alphinaud away.
Oh, we found the vessel. We found that it crashed. He's not dead. Well, come now. What are you waiting for? Let's go. Oh?
War Machina. It would seem they were involved in a struggle.
Hmm.
There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
There's no sign of Alphinaud, nor of Maxima and his people.
These were no ordinary soldiers. The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard. Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
Oof.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphinaud is his prisoner?
Oh, Alice is so worried. We don't know that yet. Alphinaud is fine, I'm sure of it. Which one? What would I say? Alphinaud is fine, I'm sure of it. Regardless of whether it's true or not.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphinaud is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
That's a statement that answers both of my choices, whichever one I chose. That's funny.
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphinaud is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
Hmm. Oh, Han.
Where in the world are you, brother? If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
She's so worried. For good reason, but she's so worried. Oh. I don't think we've ever seen her this worried before. That was a decidedly uneventful journey. I almost found myself hoping for a sandstorm. Joking aside, I'd say our birds are due a good brushdown and a treat or two, wouldn't you? Shadows in the Empire. I had hoped to steal a moment's rest after our little outing, but it would seem duty calls. A foreign emissary arrived in my absence. Do not let us keep you then. Actually, I was wondering if you might join me. I cannot think of a guest who could fail to be impressed by the presence of the Scions. At least none I should be happy to receive. Of course, if you think it will be useful. Thank you. Now, let us return to my manor then. Meow meow. Alright. We went from one journey to another. I will say, I thought that the burn was going to be an actual location and not just a dungeon. So it is kind of unfortunate, I will say, that the burn in all its beauty is unable to really be like a location we step foot in. At least maybe... No, I wouldn't even say for the time being. I'm fairly certain we just don't step foot in at all. Which kind of is unfortunate. And I say not at all, I mean like just location-wise, not dungeon-wise. But, it's okay. Little Hoshafon paying attention to the meeting. Yeah, he's taking notes. He's protecting with his shield. Everyone's worried about Alice. Ah!
Lise, what brings you here?
I wanted to see my wife.
Oh,
Is that so
Alliance
bad?
business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hien.
It's been a good
But that
minute,
can wait.
Lise.
They told me you were out searching for Alphinaud. Did you manage to pick up his trail? Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphinaud embarked on this journey as an emissary of Doma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency. Chin up, Alize. You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
Well, someone has to do it.
Everyone's trying to cheer her up. Oh, it's always so interesting
I'm sure he's
how
going to be
much,
fine. There is
with
one thing
everything
I'm
that's
not sure
happened,
about,
we
though.
always forget that Alphino and Alice are very young.
You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphino's airship. But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varys' blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
They may not have been acting on Varys' orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family, the Crown Prince included.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a dormant citizen had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed. And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows. Most likely Xenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
Whichever Ascian you mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
The servants of chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Dorma a chance at peace. Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters.
Man, this shit sucks.
But come,
I just say
Lys,
out loud.
You have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean Alliance.
Let's go!
To make it official and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too. We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
As do I. By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front. I accept your invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here. In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Dorma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Understood. I'll let the Alliance know. We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward. For everyone.
Let us have peace, Ascian, please. I was nomming during that cutscene, but like this whole thing is like the whole thing is so interesting. We were so close to like brokering some form of peace, or at least the start of potential peace. But then the Ascians have to go and fuck it up again, don't they? God damn it. But it's okay. We will do our best to try and like fix everything here, right? We'll try our best to make sure everything is safe and sound. My advisors and I will presently convene to discuss the matters of Doma's defenses. You are welcome to stay, of course. Had you not offered, I would have requested leave to remain. Where the Ascians are concerned, naught may be left to chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. I thank you for coming, Lys. Even if it was on official business, I had hoped there might be time to show you the land you helped to save, but I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must. There never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You've made excellent progress, I must say, and soon you'll have the chance to see how we're getting on too. Till the meeting then. Hello, I'm the one who's been working on the Enclave too. I'm the one who's giving my money to them. At least a little bit of consideration here. Lady, I was wondering if I might have a word with you before I go. In private, please. Sure. Go on, my friend. I will send for Hakuro and the others in the meantime. Okay. Great, I'll wait for you at the docks. Having another heart-to-heart with Lise. Let's go. How much money did I give to this damn Enclave? That's a great question. I wonder. And it's raining, darling. Darling, wasn't the last time we also talked with one another it was raining? Is there something you need, Lise? Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you've probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Alice, she's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clear she's barely coping. Yes. Now, Alice, I know, is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving, or she's afraid she'll fall apart. A lot like me. But the thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papalimo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance, and Alice has you and the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't, but she's a good friend, and when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please, make sure you give her all the support she needs, alright? Leave it to me. Thank you, lady. It goes without saying, but if there's anything I can do, you only need ask. Well, I'd best be off. See you in Alamigo. Take care of yourself in the rain. Bye-bye. Bye, Anne. Shit, she forgot to bring her umbrella. Ah, there you are, my friend. Everyone has assembled, so let us begin. Right. Yep. We need defenses. For a long time. We're going to. Yep.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time. All of which are in notably short supply.
Candid as ever, Yugiri, and correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea.
Oh no. This ought to be good.
'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire.
Is he gonna say we're going to join the Eorzean Alliance?
And it was only with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning her freedom.
Oh.
So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own.
A Doman alliance? That'd be interesting. It's not the worst thing.
In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Ascian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out?
Yeah, this kind of thing is like
Not that
a
anyone has
long
forgotten, but
time
the
to
Garleans have
make.
airships, lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Not if we deny them access to the skies. During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
I'm glad you're acknowledging that I saw it too, apparently.
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the Burn.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense.
Azizlar was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship.
Yep. We're gonna try and mimic
It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
That's right.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the Burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key Imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region. If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Dorma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the Burn.
I see.
Okay, that's smart. Do
A
we have the
word of
time for
caution.
this?
Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy.
Yes, that is very true.
And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the Burn.
Also true. How are we gonna do a crystal transfer over here?
A source of energy.
Summon another primal!
Tell me.
That'll sure help.
Did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
A curious question. Besides Azizlar, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the two occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
You do?
You do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe.
Okay.
Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
So we're gonna go over. We're going to be like, hey, Poked Fingers, lovelies, we need some fuel, but also at the same time, would you like some alliances as well? We need to take some fuel from you, but also alliances, nutters, Poked Fingers.